Paul Bohill and Phil Short are High Court enforcement agents. They work all over England and Wales, seizing property and collecting debt. Today, they're heading to East London to carry out an eviction.
Is it a woman's name on there? Or Mr? Yes. Ms?
The tenant owes £15,000 in rent arrears, but Paul and Phil are not collecting the debt. They're here to evict the tenant.
It's just a straightforward repossession, just a simpling out, really. We'll park here.
But it's going to be far from a routine eviction.
I'm Paul Bohill, and this is Phil.
That's okay.
You're the landlord, are you?
Oh, I'm representing the landlord.
Okay.
The letting agent guaranteed the rent and was responsible for paying it directly to the landlord. But this plan backfired when the tenants failed to pay him, and he's now £15,000 out of pocket.
Just a bit of advice, I mean, these guys are dangerous.
Really?
Just partly.
Relations between the letting agent and the tenant have gone sour, but dangerous behaviour is news to Paul.
You want to call the police just in case?
No.
Paul decides to carry on without police backup.
If you just hold back there a sec. When we go to a repossession, the only information that we have from the writ is the name of the tenant and the landlord and the address to actually serve the writ. So we have no background information and we don't need it. Our instruction is purely to repossess the property. Hello, I'm from the High Court. We have a repossession order for this property. Are you that lady there?
No, it's Romanian name, but I don't know.
Does she live here?
No. What happened?
The landlord has gone to court and has asked for the property back. So in other words, you have to leave now.
Now?
You have 1 hour to get your personal belongings out, and then you can make an arrangement with the landlord to come back and collect the rest.
1 hour?
1 hour, yeah.
But it's winter outside.
I'm sorry, I have no control over that. This shouldn't be a surprise to you because this has been going on for months.
Who is this lady?
According to this, she's actually the person who rents this property. Are there other people who live here?
Yeah.
How many other people?
I don't know exactly.
But we need to change the locks.
Now?
No.
Only 1 second.
Paul hasn't found the tenant listed on the writ, but the woman appears to be living at the property, and she's not alone.
Auzi, Alexandra, pune-l pe ăla să se îmbrace, scoate-l ușor. Înțelegi?
Several other Romanian women are in the house.
Și să nu lași nimic în cameră urât. Ați terminat? Spune că sunt probleme, că e cineva la ușă și să ieșiți.
Paul makes the most of the open door and steps over the threshold.
Ask the locksmith to come and start changing these locks.
Now Paul is inside, the property is officially repossessed, and the locks can be changed.
Da. Am făcut pe 3.
Who lives in this room?
Me. Ușor, ușor, stai, du-l sus, du-l sus, du-l sus!
The house doesn't seem to be a normal family home.
All these seats. This is a waiting room.
This is the waiting room, yeah. Fine, so this is a living room. Why would you have a towel hanging there and tissues on there?
Red curtains, bed in a bathrobe, walking out with a geezer fully clothed.
Just make sure they're all packing.
Phil heads upstairs.
Hello? Just two, yeah? Brilliant, yeah.
And finds several other occupants in 2 of the bedrooms.
The bedrooms are all set up the same. The residents will be women folk, and then you've got condoms, body lotions and tissues and so on. Pretty clear signs that this is being run as a brothel. Unhappy customer, yeah.
Why are they taking the curtains out for?
Are they your curtains?
Yeah.
Those covers belong to the landlord.
Leave the curtain.
Please leave them there.
This is my money.
I don't care, just get out, please. Right, this ain't your curtain, now get out.
Why?
He's not been paid any rent to start with. That's the first problem.
You've got a nerve on you.
It was only after receiving complaints from the neighbours that the letting agent found out what the house was being used for.
They've been telling me that there's stickers on the lampposts. People are then knocking on wrong doors and whatnot, saying, you know, I'm here for whatever.
The letting agent is now threatened with a £20,000 fine from the council if he doesn't close the brothel down.
We don't want this happening in the first place, realistically. We just want it a nice family home.
The eviction appears to be going to plan, but the women are in shock.
I stay here, in the street, on front of this house. Because I don't have another... nothing.
As the deadline to leave approaches, Paul wants to get everyone out.
Stand on the door. It's only out now. No more in.
But unknown to the team, the woman on the phone has changed her mind about leaving.
No one else goes in there.
And she asks the other women to do the same.
What's going on? What are you doing?
Hey!
The mood in the house changes.
We'll call the police.
What are you doing?
No, you've got to go out.
No more in.
Hai, toată lumea acasă, toată lumea acasă! Hai!
Now Paul and Phil suddenly have a situation on their hands.
Everyone has to go out now.
This eviction could spiral out of control.
No, you've got to go out.
Now, after 10 minutes of deadlock, one of the women appears to be calling her minders.
În cât timp ajungeți? Așa, și eu acum am împins un pic cu ei și sunt tot înăuntru. Acum nu știu, e toți pe scară, n-are voie să mai intre nimeni, lucrurile toate la ușa afară.
În cât timp ați venit?
15 mile mai.
There's always a possibility people who control these girls might turn up and there could potentially be violence or certainly aggression. So it's always playing at the back of your mind.
Paul isn't taking any risks and calls the police.
We've just executed a High Court eviction order here. It's pretty obvious it's been running as a brothel. They're all like getting clever now and refusing to leave. I don't want to put hands on them because of the implications. If somebody stages a sit-in, we will never use physical force until the police are in attendance. They're our responsibility up to the front door, and they're the police responsibility if a breach of the peace breaks out afterwards.
Some of the women appear less committed to the sit-in than others.
Hai să ieșim afară, Fabian.
Nu, stai să vină poliția. Ieși afară, da.
The woman who started the sit-in also leaves of her own accord.
There's only one left in here now, and I just shut the door.
But the woman who answered the door is still refusing to budge. She maintains that she's been paying rent.
I need to understand why is happening this.
The police are coming.
I give money from my pocket and now I stay in the street.
You say you've been paying the rent to somebody. They have not been paying it to the landlord. The person you gave the money to is not the owner of this property. She had no right to keep that money. She should have passed it on to the landlord. She's not been doing that.
And this is not my fault.
I understand that. It doesn't affect what we have to do. The landlord has the right to have his property back. The police are on their way here and they will ask you to leave. You have my sympathy, but it doesn't alter the way we have to operate.
The woman asks the others for advice.
Veniți cineva acum. Ceva, mai stau în casă?
Da, ca să vină ei.
With their minders not far away, the women try again to get back into the house.
The water, please. Oh, have problem the hard. No? Okay.
Bă, I want to go to toilet.
Spune. Minte că ești gravidă, minte că ești gravidă.
Bă, nu pot să zic.
They appeal to Paul and the letting agent.
One day.
Ma, 1 hour, please.
No.
You come and my
Wait,
husband.
1 second.
No.
I've not received rent since May. Nobody pays single penny, okay? Now, you're talking about 1 day. What about me? 1 year waiting, no money.
No,
You're
me
leaving
come-
for free.
Sorry, me come and here only 2 weeks.
I understand that. But the people who you're giving the rent to, you need to speak to these people who give you the house.
Effectively, to coin the legal term, they're on their arse in the street fighting to come back in. But if their people, their minders come back, then it will go off.
The women wait for rescue.
Here comes the cavalry.
But fortunately, the police turn up before the minders.
Yeah, it's not my glasses.
Coming
Yeah.
up,
The
shall we?
occupants suddenly disappear, except for one who still refuses to leave.
This is the writ. These people, and it's obviously a brothel running here.
Oh, it's a brothel, is it?
It was, yeah. There were 6 girls working here. There was a customer here who got his head up his arse and disappeared as fast as he possibly could. If you just tell this girl out here that we are official, that
Yeah,
the
no
warrant
worries.
we hold has been signed by a judge, she's got to go.
You want to speak to me outside?
The woman is finally out of the house.
You're okay up there now? All done?
Yeah, pretty much. Probably going to stay here.
The neighbours are going to be really pleased. Could tell you.
Yeah, they already are. I started phoning you saying thank you, congratulations, and just hope we get on with it on this.
I'm glad we could achieve a result.
After a dramatic standoff, Paul and Phil have successfully completed the eviction.
If you do try and break into the property afterwards, that's an offence, which you will be arrested for. Okay?
Okay.
Over the past 12 months, we've attended to 3 or 4 evictions, which have turned out to be brothels. But the fact that the girls were working girls didn't have any impact on me, because quite clearly, none of that's got any consequence to the result.